to invade Poland. The Führer and his entourage had drifted out onto the terrace of his mountain retreat on the Obersalzberg to watch a rare display of northern lights vermilioning the mountain across the valley. The last act of Götterdämmerung could not have been more effectively staged, Speer writes. The same red light bathed our faces and our hands. The display produced a curiously pensive mood among us. Abruptly turning to one of his military adjutants, Hitler said, "Looks like a great deal of blood. This time we won't bring it off without violence." The next day, the Führer belabored the generals and field marshals of the Wehrmacht for hours with an impassioned harangue. He told them Germany needed room to expand and as a buffer against the Russians. Therefore, he meant not merely to occupy Poland, but also to destroy it. In its place, a new German eastern frontier would arise. The idea of treating war as anything other than the harshest means of settling questions of very existence is ridiculous, he challenged the army commanders. Every war costs blood, and the smell of blood arouses in man all the instincts which have lain within us since the beginning of the world. Deeds of violence, the intoxication of murder, and many other things. Everything else is empty babble. A humane war exists only in bloodless brains. A field marshal who attended the conference reported Hitler warning them that he would proceed against the Poles after the end of the campaign with relentless vigor. Things would happen which would not be to the taste of the German generals. The field marshal understood the warning to mean the destruction of the Polish intelligentsia, in particular the priesthood, by the SS. When Germany had attacked Poland on the 1st of September 1939, beginning the Second World War in Europe, 5 Einsatzgruppen that Heinrich had organized followed behind the 5 invading Wehrmacht armies. Each group subdivided into 4 Einsatzkommandos of 100 to 150 men. These advanced cadres were augmented with order police battalions, Totenkopf concentration camp guard regiments, and Waffen-SS, producing a combined SS force approaching 20,000 men. The commander of one of the Polish Einsatzgruppen in 1939, Bruno Streckenbach, would become the head of SS personnel responsible for recruiting the new Einsatzgruppen forming at Prech in May 1941. Himmler's SS was famously thorough. Heinrich, a tall, horse-faced, sneering former naval officer, whom even his own subordinates called the Blonde Beast, had started his career organizing elaborate card indexes on Nazi Party enemies, a system Hitler had instituted in the early days of the party to keep tabs on his own supporters. If the Einsatzgruppen in Poland followed standard SS practice, the list Heinrich's staff compiled of Polish enemies would serve them well. An SS officer on a later mission to the Caucasus describes how the system worked. As a group leader, I was sent supplementary documentation. By far the most valuable was a slim little book, part of a limited numbered edition, which I never let out of my sight. The typeface was tiny, I remember, and the paper was extra thin, in order to pack the most information into the smallest possible space. It consisted of a series of lists, including the name of every active member of the Communist Party in the Caucasus, all the non-party intelligentsia, and listings of scholars, teachers, writers, and journalists, priests, public officials, upwardly mobile peasants, and the most prominent industrialists and bankers. It contained addresses and telephone numbers, and that wasn't all. There were additional listings of relatives and friends, in case any subversive scum tried to hide, plus physical descriptions and, in some cases, photographs. You can imagine what the size of that book would have been if it had been printed normally. All these categories of people in Poland, and the Polish nobility as well, were marked for murder. During the first weeks after the invasion, while the Wehrmacht still controlled the occupied areas, a historian of the Polish experience summarizes, 531 towns and villages were burned. The provinces of Łódź and Warsaw suffered the heaviest losses.